Imagine waking up one morning to find your entire town searching for a donkey. Not just any donkey, but the one that vanished with a bathtub. Sounds like a cartoon? Well, this bizarre event from Arizona's history was so chaotic that it inspired one of the strangest laws still on record. It's illegal for a donkey to sleep in a bathtub. But why would anyone need a law like that? Buckle up, because this story is weirder and more heroic than you think. The year was 1924, and the place, Kingman, Arizona, a quiet desert town surrounded by red rocks and wide-open plains. A local rancher had a loyal donkey who loved to wander around the farm. One day, the rancher placed an old bathtub near a stream as a makeshift trough. But the clever donkey found it far more comfortable than the hard desert floor. He would climb into the tub, stretch out, and take long naps under the Arizona sun. Everything was peaceful, until one fateful night. A flash flood swept across the valley after heavy desert rain. The sudden water surge lifted the bathtub and the sleeping donkey inside it and carried both miles downstream. By morning, the poor animal was stranded in a flooded gulch several miles away. Locals spotted the bathtub bobbing up and down with terrified braying echoing through the canyon. The townspeople banded together for a dramatic rescue that took hours. Men waded through muddy waters, tied ropes, and pulled the donkey to safety. The rescue was successful, but not everyone was happy. The incident became the talk of the town. Local farmers complained about the manpower, time, and resources wasted on rescuing one donkey in a bathtub. So, the Kingman City Council decided to make sure such nonsense never happened again. They drafted a local ordinance, simple, clear, and oddly specific. It is unlawful for donkeys to sleep in bathtubs. And yes, it officially passed. From that day on, every donkey in Mojave County had to find a new place to nap. While it sounds hilarious, this law actually highlights something deeper: how small-town governments used humor and logic to prevent chaos before it started. Arizona, especially in the early 1900s, was full of unpredictable desert weather. Flash floods could destroy ranches in minutes, so lawmakers took no chances. They treated that single donkey disaster as a real cautionary tale. And here's the weird part. Although the law was passed locally, it technically still exists in some municipal codes today, never officially repealed. It's one of those forgotten legal curiosities that quietly survive through the years, becoming a proud piece of Arizona's folklore. Today, the donkey in a bathtub law has become a symbol of Arizona's quirky sense of history. It reminds us that every strange law, no matter how absurd, comes from a real event, a moment of chaos, humor, or community action. It's even used in law schools and government classes as an example of how hyper-specific laws can arise from a single incident. So, next time someone says laws are boring, tell them about the donkey that floated down a river in a bathtub and changed Arizona law forever. Every state has its own bathtub donkey moment. Weird, wonderful, and totally true. So if you thought this was strange, just wait until you hear about the Georgia law that bans eating fried chicken with a fork, or the town in Washington where it's actually illegal to hunt Bigfoot. Huckles. Hit that subscribe button and let's keep exploring the wildest, weirdest truths from across America, right here on Americurious USA.